So we live in a world of surrounded by oxygen. We couldn't exist as multicellular beings without oxygen. And this is a horse heart, but they have these marvelously big hearts, and that accelerates and gives them a high capacity for oxygen transport. It's that big heart raises pressures through their lungs and actually ruptures their lungs. How can we help that not happen? Well, we've developed some strategies in our lab that are now on the racetrack to help those horses. So we've been labouring under a misapprehension for over 100 years that these capillaries in muscle only flow when the muscles contract. Very few flow in a resting muscle. One of my aha moments was looking down a microscope about 25 or so years ago and seeing in living tissues that most of these capillaries are actually flowing. They weren't supposed to be. It was like, wow, we can't be right. That's worrying. But if we are right and we can prove it, then there's something tremendously exciting here. It will now give us new insights into what is going wrong in some of the major endemic diseases that we see around us. But one of the biggest charges that I ever got was working with a team in Philadelphia at Pennsylvania Cardiovascular Institute. A colleague of mine, Dr. Payman Zamani, and he said, what about the nitrate that you've been using in your experimental animals? Do you think that might work in our patients with heart failure? And we actually increased their ability to use oxygen about 10%, which for some of those patients meant the ability now to actually get up and move around, whereas they couldn't before. And to me, that was a tremendously exciting time, and one of the things that gets you back in the lab and go, yeah, we've got to do this.